Hey, what's going on? It's the YNT podcast back again. It's your boy Bobby from the 7th. And right here I got a young man by the name of Mr. Kayo.
Sir.
What's going on, brother?
Thanks
Good seeing you, man. So I'm going to let him introduce himself. We're going to get this thing going, brother. So tell me about yourself. Where are you originally from?
Where do I start? Well, I'm from Kalamazoo, Michigan originally.
Got you.
I was born in a little small town, Three Rivers.
Okay.
Some people may know, some people may not.
Got you. Yeah, St. Joe County.
St. Joe?
Yeah, St. Joe County. Yeah.
Okay. Yep. So you
know where it's at.
You know how it be living in a small town. It's kind of like a fish in a fish tank, but the fish tank is just too small for the fish.
That's true, especially when you're a shark like you.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
yes, sir.
There you go.
You know, real recognize real. So if you can see that, then you know it just says a lot about your character.
Yes, sir.
But if I had to just give a brief, understanding for the people who don't know who I am. I'm a young entrepreneur. I'm 20 years old. I'm a social media influencer. I've been doing social media for like 3 years, man.
Okay.
4 years. Started when I was like, I would say like 16.
Okay. All right.
Started out with talking about spirituality, so mindset, law of attraction, us being spiritual beings having a temporary human experience, co-creating our own reality. And that transpired into me motivational speaking and speaking my truth on the internet. And that's just one of the avenues where I got my feet. I like to say I'm a jack of all, master of none,
Yeah, I like that.
For lack of better words, yeah.
Yeah, especially you recognize what you are at an early age. That's very rare, young man.
Thank you.
Yeah, at your age, it's very rare to someone know who they are. A lot of people know what they are, but they don't know who they are.
Ooh, I like that.
You being an influencer and you being, on your journey of spirituality and being what your profession is as a boxer, that's not who you are. You know what I'm saying? That's not the totality of what you got going on in your inner core, you know what I'm saying? So if I say, hey, who are you? What would you tell the people?
I will say, I'm God's chosen one.
Love it.
I am literally one of God's warriors here on this planet.
I love it.
I know I have a divine mission, and I strongly believe my mission is to guide the youth, specifically, young entrepreneurs, man or woman, particularly man, because I'm a man, so I can't speak too much for women, to find your true self, find your true purpose, and walk in it, because every man has a true purpose. Every man has that ability to be whoever the hell they want. The only thing is we weren't born with the value. You had to work for it. You know what I mean?
Y'all
That's
hear
the
that?
beauty.
That's right.
That's the beauty.
That's right. That's
crazy.
right. That is amazing. Damn. That's amazing, bro. You're 20 years old and you recognize that, like, you've already passed 98% of the goal, bro. You got 2% left just to live life, because you got it. It ain't nothing else you got to do. You got the right mindset. You got the right heart. You realize what you are and who you are at an early age. You good. You literally have to just live your life the way you got it and think about it and ask God to continue to put people around you. You got it, bro.
Man.
Seriously.
Thank you.
You got it, bro. Like, it ain't nothing that I can say as a man my age that you don't already know. And you should be really thankful and understand who you are. You got to understand the position that you're in. And I know you already do. And see, this conversation we had beforehand, there's a reason why that happened. Real recognize real, but when you one of those, we know.
1,000%.
So that's why it's here like that.
Energy don't lie.
No.
Dude, I'm very big on energy.
Yes, sir.
Everything that I go off of, I read off energy.
Yeah.
Energy in the room, the vibe, body language, like the whole nine, the fly on the Sharpie.
Yeah.
These are all like most of it's subconscious, coming up maybe from like trauma growing up.
Right.
So you naturally assess a room a certain way based off of growing up. Some people might have lived in an abusive household, so they subconsciously, naturally can tell when someone's body language is triggering, and it triggers them because of trauma or whatever it might be, right? And carrying that into, I appreciate you for saying that, because the fact that I do have that awareness, I do overlap to overthink it a lot.
Yeah.
Because I have been really hard on myself recently. You know, even though I have accomplished something,
Yeah.
I still want more.
Yeah.
And you don't understand, you saying that is confirmation for me, because the fact that I ended up here, I got hit up to do this last minute. It was not planned, and I'm like, this is one of those things that God does.
Yeah.
And you got to just follow suit. This is what walking in divine flow is. I'm
right.
walking in divine flow. And one thing I've been working on is balancing my masculine and feminine energies. And when you are balancing your masculine, you're taking action, you're taking initiative, and you're conquering.
Yeah.
But also when you're in your feminine energy as a man, you're going with the flow. You're letting things happen. And that's one thing I've been stepping into, you know, just conquering when I need to conquer and flow when I need to flow. If I see somebody like their goddamn shirt, hey, I like that shirt on you, it looks fire.
Yeah.
And they can feel the conviction, they can feel the passion, because sometimes a person just needs that. But I will say, though, I know the only reason why I even think the way I do, the reason why I feel like I even have the wisdom I have is from experience. I feel like wisdom only comes from experience.
That's right.
And when I was like 17. I remember I was 17. It was on this road. It was on West. It was all the way up closer to like that old bike store up there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay.
There's a bank across the street from there.
Right.
So I remember I'm 16, 17. I'm smoking weed. Like I'm getting high. Like that was like, it was bad. I couldn't eat or sleep without smoking weed.
Right.
It was bad. And the friends I was around, that's just what we did. I remember I'm walking from these apartments that are over there to go grab some money at the ATM to buy some marijuana.
Yeah.
And marijuana. But my friend usually comes with me. Like me and him, we walk everywhere. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
Shout out my boy Zay. Like we go everywhere. We used to walk everywhere together.
That's your man's.
Yeah, you know your right hand man's, right?
Oh,
like,
yeah.
You know, it's no question. Like, we just want to go to the store. Let's go walk to the store.
Exactly.
Oh, let's go to this party. Let's go start on these women.
All the crash out bitches.
Yeah. Swear, like
Everything.
We ain't nothing like them young niggas nowadays.
Right.
Them young niggas, they don't got no fear at all nowadays.
Brother. No plans. Like,
bro.
Yep. We on it.
Without a question, bro. But he asked me, "Were you want me to go with you to the bank?" It was like it was like a thing. I'm like, nah.
Right.
I said, no, stay here, roll up. I'm gonna go grab some more money so we can make some more rolls, so I can buy some more weed.
Exactly.
Weed man finna be on the way. So he stayed at the crib. I'm walking to the bank, right? Mm-hmm. And mind you, about 2-3 years ago, there was this juvenile home over here that these people had broke out. It was like 11 juveniles. They escaped this juvenile home, and 4 of them happened to encounter me that day.
Damn.
This was May 2nd of 2020. So like what, 4 years ago? And like I was very naive. I didn't have any intuition. I wasn't tapped into my discernment. I wasn't tapped into my masculine edge.
Right.
I wasn't tapped into myself as a man fully yet. You know, and this is part of God's plan. I see them, and then for a split second, like, man, it'd be crazy if these motherfuckers like did some weird shit, like jump me or something. But like, if you haven't been exposed to the real world, you don't think something like that would happen, right? Right. So long story short, they approached me, and there's a split second between me talking to them and them jumping and robbing me.
Damn.
Now, the craziest part is I'm a scrawny little 16-year-old. I smoke weed. Like, my brain's all fucked up. Like, I'm just dopamine system's fucked up. My mindset's fucked up.
You don't know what's going on.
Right. My drive's fucked up. I was naive. Hey, bro, we Mexicans. Oh, no, we you know where what's the name of who's something around here? I'm thinking in my head, like, shit, I don't sell no tree. Like, I ain't no weed, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Long story short, one dude, like, he like stocky built. Stocky, like, he built like you. Real shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Wu-Tang, motherfucker. I remember, bro, I'm sitting at the bank, bro, and I'm just trying to get my money and go. I didn't even get to the ATM yet. I remember just walking across the street, and they come across the street. One's on a bike, and 3 of them were walking. One dude, he's short Mexican, got 2 teardrops in his face. I'm thinking in my head, I know I'm young, but I know what them damn teardrops mean. Yeah. And so I'm like, okay.
Antennas went up at that point.
Oh, yeah. That's when shit started. Like, okay, something ain't right here. I remember he was like, bro, when I'm like sitting at the ATM, my senses like, okay, let me get my back towards the wall because I don't like not being able to see everybody. And right as I thought that, the 4th guy disappeared from my peripheral. Next thing I know, I get grabbed up. Like I think my fight or flight went out, and I remember everything just went black. And you ever had a dream? You ever been sleeping? You like, damn, and like you're aware that you're in a dream. Yeah. In the middle of the night, and you might wake up and go like take a piss, you know, in the middle of the night, drink some water or some shit because you woke up at 3 in the morning. Right. This was like one of those feelings where everything was all black, and I'm like, damn, this is a long ass dream. Yeah. And I was like, wait a minute, why can't why can't I breathe? Like on some George Floyd shit, bro.
Yeah.
I'm like, why can't I breathe? And like I'm realizing like, damn, that's happening in real life. Like I'm genuinely getting like jumped right now, or I'm getting like these niggas are like sabotaging me, right? Whatever the fuck. And I'm like, I think my body just went in shock.
Damn.
And there was a point in time, but I would say maybe like 5-10 seconds where I accepted that this is where I'm actually about to die. Like that's genuinely what I felt. I remember everything cycled through. It's like it's like a film, and you see the film just go like one of the old films. That's how I was doing in my head. My mom, my brother know where I'm at. This happened. I should have said that to that person. Yeah, I should have been nice to this person. I should have got up and worked out this day, and I should have just did that. And man, you know what? Maybe that my bed is nice. My Ninja Turtle covers. I love my Ninja Turtle covers. You know,
right.
I like my bunk bed. Like everything is just cycling through my head, and no one's there to save me. No one's there to help me. This is where it all ends. There was a split second between me realizing this is happening to me, and like accepting that I'm about to die, and that's the most weirdest feeling in the world.
Yeah, it is.
Especially with me being young, that age. I don't know nothing about. I've gotten to fights growing up, but like that was just that. To that extent, yeah, it was different. It was a different feeling. Long story short, my eyes up, and I wear glasses. My glasses broke, so everything is blurry. Everything's blurry. I got contacts right now, but everything was blurry.
Right.
And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I'm still here, and all I hear, my hearing comes back. It's like. And you ever been at the dentist where like your mouth is numb, so when you try to eat, it's like you can't really eat?
True. Yeah.
And you know when the dentist like just spit out when you're at the dentist you try to spit, but like it comes out sideways because your mouth is like numb. That's what happened to me. They're like, spit out the blood. I'm like, spit out the blood. I spit, my shit goes. I'm like, what the fuck? And he's like, and then I realized they're just taking my shit. Like, oh, give me your bag, give me your earrings. I don't care. I'm giving them everything.
Right.
I get my phone and they make me unlock my phone. I unlock my phone.
Damn.
And this is where I'm like, I'm overthinking. Like, damn, they got my phone. There's no way I can escape these guys. Like, I don't want them to go away with my phone because then I'm gonna be paranoid. I'm not gonna ever feel safe because like they got my phone and my information.
Got you.
So they're like, we want money, man. Give me your money. So I make up this damn sob story. The one thing I know that God's always gifted me was just the gift of my mentality, my mindset.
Right.
So the only way out of this, I'm thinking I have to outsmart these guys.
True.
I have to because I'm not gonna physically be able to beat them on combat.
Right.
So I remember there's one guy out the group, weakness that I acted on.
Mm-hmm.
I knew one of them had to have that weakness. The mother. Every man's first love is his mom. I remember I'm just getting this money from my mom. She's in the hospital. I made up this whole sob story on the moment. Like, dude, I'm just getting money from my mom. We don't give a fuck about that. We want the money. So I'm thinking in my head, how do I get my phone and get the hell out of here? Because I could have just ran, but I need my phone. Like, I know it sounds so Gen Z, but in my head, I'm thinking I'll at least feel safe if I have my phone because they have all my information.
Right.
So I ended up remember these guys are holding like this, and I'm like, Mom, I just gotta get this. I gotta get this money from my mom. This and this. And I could see one of the guys that were right there, like he budging. He's like, bro, like, just give him his phone so he can get the banking information so we can get out of here. Because I'm telling them like they want to get my bank card. I'm like, listen, bro, if you want my bank information, it's all on my phone. Like I need my phone so I can show you. And that one dude weakness that I was praying off of, he finally just like told him like, bro, just give him the phone, let him give us the bank information. Let's get the hell out of here. Because at that point he was the juvenile out of the four that was the weakest link, and he just wanted to get the hell out of there. So I remember the guys I'm giving me my phone. I'm standing at this goddamn bank. They've already pierced me and stabbed me in my fucking belly.
Damn.
Try to get, like, I don't know what the hell, what the agenda was. He's holding my arm like this. I'm looking at Weston. It's a busy road at like 5 p.m. And he gives me my phone. I'm shaking like this. I'm thinking, okay, all I gotta do is just fucking bolt off.
Right.
I go to my notes app and I just run.
Right.
Break out a dude's grip. The dude started chasing me. One dude's on a bike. Get him. Let's go. And I remember, bro, I shoot across Westnedge, and this is weird because there's no cars are coming at the time. And Westnedge is one of the busiest fucking roads.
Yeah, definitely.
No cars are coming at the time. This is just a God-sinking event. I'm going across Westnedge. I shoot across. I can't really see some shit. It's like a white girl in a movie. I trip over this goddamn chain. My Air Force One falls off. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? I get up. I see a couple with a dog. I'm like, help. And you're okay? And that is what saved me, because then they just turned around and kept running because I seen I went to some civilians, whatever. Long story short, I learned from this that being naive can get you in a situation that you don't want to be in. And two, I was at such a low point in my life that triggered to now I don't even smoke anymore. I was addicted to that. I was addicted to vaping. I broke my nicotine addiction, and I had a massive spiritual awakening. It all happened in that year. I was going through a heartbreak. just had that near death experience. I was at home sitting like in this very weird feeling, and sometimes, you know, you got to just figure out which one is God doing. You know, am I being buried or am I being planted? I felt like I was being buried, but I was being planted. And
hold on, wait. Say that again. Say that again.
Sometimes you got to figure out which one it is. Are you being buried or are you being planted? And the thing about those situations, they both look similar. They both feel similar in the moment.
That's right.
But they have two different types of meanings. And in that moment, it felt like I was being buried, but I genuinely was being planted. And I indeed had my phone. I got out of my phone, and now I'm who I am now, and I have the mindset I am now. And I would have never thought that event was what I needed to become who I am today.
Right.
That event is what set me apart. And one thing I always say is I never want to trauma bond with people. But I will say that there's two types of people. There's a victim and a non-victim, and everybody has a choice to fall victim to what happened to them, or they take that and transmute it. I call myself an alchemist, Kayo The Alchemist. On all social medias, it's Kayo The Alchemist. And
right.
What I mean by alchemist is the process of transmuting a negative energy or experience into something positive. Everyone has this ability. Everyone's an alchemist. But it's just how close are you to that, stepping into that ability, you know? And my job is, like I said, a prophet, God's warrior, is to awaken that fire within every being that I come in contact with. That, hey, you are meant to do great things. I can see it, and I'm going to spark that light. Because I never underestimate the power of planting a seed. Ever.
That's right.
I kind of went on a tangent, but that's
real.
Yeah.
That's real, man. Like, this... This has been eye-opening because you're 20 years old, right?
Yes, sir.
Everything that you just spoke about and how you're talking, I see who I was before I lost my grandmother. Everything.
How long ago was this?
I was 20 years old.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I was 20 years old. I lost her. That was my best friend. So... me seeing you and you talking about this this, it was supposed to happen because this is an awakening, and you realizing that what you needed wasn't just about you, it was about me too. It's letting me know that I'm doing what I'm supposed to do because you saying that you needed to hear that from me, and I know that's my place here. You know what I'm saying, for the people. For the young guys and the older guys, but just for people. And me talking to you about that allows people to see the enlightenment between a generational gap that's missing. You know, I was born 91. What year were you born?
2004.
Yeah, there's a gap there. It's a big gap. And nowadays there's always a gap with the music, with the communication, with the sports, just everything. Everybody's always comparing and contrasting what's better and who's better than this now. There's times when we need to sit down as OGs and listen to you guys, to your story. It's not always about a judgment. Like I said, I don't interview people. We have conversation. So I'm listening to you because I want to hear what you're going through. I didn't go through what you guys went through in this generation. This just drugs, stuff, and these pills is crazy out here, man. And the fact that you found your calling at that young of an age and you understand the power of it. See, that's the thing. Finding out what you need to do, what you like to do, but your purpose, bro. You, like I said, you are 98% there. You just gotta live, bro. Finding your purpose is the greatest thing you can do in life. I don't care about nothing else, man. It will take you everywhere you need to go. And when you're somewhere you don't need to be, you will know it. God not gonna show you straight, bro. Everything that you would do in your calling is gonna be just you. And you're gonna know it. You ain't gonna have to work at it. It's gonna be all you. You ain't gonna have to second guess. You might have a little fear sometimes, but that's the enemy.
You're right.
Because when you favored by God, you're favored by that other individual.
Oh my goodness. What? You gotta see that again.
Yeah. When you favored by God, you favored by that other individual. You know, so you got to understand that you are in control of your destiny, man. And you got to continue to use what you got, what you're building, and don't let nothing stop you. Because it's only one thing to stop you. That's you.
You're right.
Because it's already written, bro. Already written. But see, you know that. And one more thing. You're going to have imposter syndrome. Because that's part of it.
I do have that.
But let me tell you something. You're worthy, young man. You're worthy. You're a young king. You're there. Have that imposter syndrome, but that allows you to be a human. But don't let it take over you. You're worthy of everything that you got, what you have accomplished, and what you about to accomplish. I see nothing but greatness out of you, bro. So, for this moment on, you walk out that door, you tell yourself, this is who I am. Ain't shit stopping me. And when I talk to you like this, I'm talking on some Mike Tyson, Muhammad Ali, Floyd Mayweather. You know what you're supposed to do. You know. We don't have to have this conversation here. You know.
Right.
Those dreams you had as a kid, those dreams that you have every night, that's what you're supposed to do. And don't let nobody stop you. Don't let your fear, your doubts, your family, your friends, don't let it stop you, bro. Because that's what you're supposed to do here on earth. You're supposed to be here and set an example for people. But that ain't going to be pressure. The pressure is going to be you just being there. That's it. Ain't no pressure for you. Because you know what you're supposed to do. You feel me?
Yeah.
That's real. That's real, man.
That is real.
You are in your own lane. God got you where you need to be.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that you understand the levels of human as a human being and as a man. And the fact that we didn't even talk about your boxing because we didn't need to talk about that because what you spoke about is the balance of boxing, the good and the bad, the masculine and the feminine, offense and defense. See, we can go into those type of details. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You get hit, I hit you back, or I wait for you. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And you have to use that to everything because when you're in there fighting, you're not just fighting yourself. Your biggest opponent is you. But you know that, though.
1,000%.
All the time. And, like, before we leave, I want you to let everybody know what you got going on boxing-wise and where you train at. If somebody wants to come by, some kids want to come by, support you, your social media, because I want to support you. And I want to be there to help you through your journey and watch you continue to grow because you're going to do great things. Not just here. Not in this country, I'm talking about world. See, I don't want you to think you got to do stuff here. You gotta go, cause you different, and you know that though. What you're trying to accomplish, you're just not gonna accomplish it planting seeds here.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna be nationwide, cause you have the ability to do that. But you already know that though. I ain't telling you nothing you don't know.
You're one of those ones.
So that's why it's easy for us to have this conversation.
So it's like. It's effortless. As
Yeah.
soon as I sat down, I already felt the present energy.
Yeah. See, that's him. He know what he doing.
God knows what he's doing. God knows what he's doing.
Trust me.
Man.
I know.
I'm like, it's 10 o'clock at night on a Tuesday. I'm like, do I want to go do this? And I'm like, you know what? Let me just go do it. Why not?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, why not? Let me just go conquer. And, I will say this. My boxing career started a year ago.
That's amazing.
Yeah, all glory to God because the fact that I'm even had my first amateur fight yesterday or 2 days ago.
And you won.
And I won. And
congratulations. KO?
Yes, sir. It's KO. And I know. That's what, I'm going to tell you guys a story, okay? And I box at Kayo Boxing on Sprinkle Road for anybody who wants to stop by. Kayo Boxing, Jermont. He's a great coach. And my coach, Dan Bridges. Dan coached Floyd Mayweather back in 96. Great coach. I just want to say, like, prophecy is real. What you speak has power.
Manifestation.
There you go. Like,
power in the tongue.
Man, manifestation is so real. I remember speaking this. I told myself, I said, I want second round knockout. First amateur fight, I want second round knockout. I want it. Second round knockout. And I'm writing it down. I'm visualizing it. I'm doing my meditation techniques when I meditate every morning. Like I get up, I'll meditate, I'll script, and I'll read. The Way of the Superior Man, I recommend. That's that book right now. Great book. But that routine alone, that just solidifies anything that I have. I got 300,000 followers on TikTok because of God and because I spoke it and I believed it. You know what I'm saying? I remember I said, oh yeah, I'm gonna just start a social media. You know, I want to get 10K followers. God gave me way more than that. God will always over deliver. You ask for a little, God can give you a lot.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
Say that again, man. Say that again.
Yeah, I can't even remember.
Who's gonna over deliver?
God gonna always over deliver. You know what I'm saying? He gonna always over deliver. You gonna think, man, you want 10,000, he gonna give you 20,000, and then he gonna give you 20 more thousand to see what you do. Sometimes God will just see what you do with 100, so that way before he give you 1,000, you know, he just want to see, well, if we worthy of it. He always is on time. But I will say, like, I just remember saying I won second round knockout, and I ended up winning that fight by the second round on Saturday, which was so crazy to me. I couldn't believe it. It was really weird, but man, it'd make a grown man come to tears and realize how real God is. God's so real, it's not even funny. God will make things, God will align things and orchestrate stuff in a way to let you know he's real. Yeah. And you can't avoid that. You know what I'm saying? You can't get away from it.
What is for you is for you, young man.
1,000%. And I like that you said worldwide. That my goal is to conquer the world. I will conquer the world. I will change millions and millions of lives. I will impact many. I will leave my imprint on this world. Kayo The Alchemist, Kayo Higgins. I will leave my imprint here on this planet. I want to change every person's life that I come in contact with. That is my gift. That is my calling. That is my purpose. If we have a conversation, I already know there's an equal energy exchange there, because I already know what I got from this conversation. This is gonna be fuel for the morning.
Yeah, I have no idea.
For real, man. But like I said, y'all can find me on social media. You know, I'm TikTok, Kayo The Alchemist, YouTube, Kayo The Alchemist, Instagram, Kayo The Alchemist. Motivational speaking, mindset, motivation, travel, money. I talk about it all. And man, it's so much, bro. Like I love it.
Yes, sir.
I love it, man.
So,
I love it.
And last but not least, I want you to tell them. You say you started boxing last year, right?
Yes, sir.
What were you doing before boxing, and what was your wake-up call to that's what you wanted to do?
Before I got into boxing, it was a lot of hedonism.
Okay. A
lot of hedonism. And
before you continue, explain to people what that is. Because a lot of our listeners might not know what that is.
So hedonism is pretty much you acting out of the lower nature, or participating in activities that are fun, right? And
low vibration.
There we go. Man, I love this language, man. You tapped in. He tapped in. Yeah. But like just any of the like degenerate low vibrational activities. Now I will say drinking, partying, having fun. There's nothing wrong with that, but I'm saying overindulging in anything is bad. Yeah. Overindulgence in me, I overindulge, and I have a very addictive personality, and I believe that if you have addictive personality, you can get addicted to good things like working out and gym. Yeah. And I realized that the gym is something I've always been addicted to. I've always been addicted to the gym. Working out is something I've been doing since I was 16, 15. Like working out was something I was addicted to. But boxing was something I was always attracted to, but I never got trained by the right coach. I just never had a coach. You know, I didn't have the finances growing up. We struggled growing up, right? So last year is when I started to take it a little bit more serious. I think it just came from me having the abundance and the ability to do it. God put me in a position where my finances got better with me working on my purpose. And I was able to get into boxing and find a good coach and push myself to those limits and realize this is where I feel comfortable at. Gotcha. You know, and I'm like, man, do I still want to keep fighting, man? This shit's nerve-wracking. Every time I get in this ring, every time I go to train, it's nerve-wracking. But that's what makes a man stronger. That's what increases testosterone. That's what makes him competent. Because a confident man is a competent man. And by competent, I mean good at something. A man, when he's good at something, he has that confidence. He can't be swayed. He can't be told anything. You know, and that's what I thrive for every man to get, because I used to be a kid, a young man who didn't know what the hell he wanted to do. I used to walk this exact street right here with my boys, smoking, getting high, and hooping, and we didn't know, you know, what was left, what was right. We didn't know, you know, we had no pot to piss in. We were just doing just going through the motions. Exactly.
Just going through the motions.
Yeah, you know, and that spiritual awakening happens. It happens to everybody, and God has a purpose for everybody, and the closer you walk to your divine purpose, the more things align for you, you know?
That's right.
So, yeah.
Man, this has been amazing. And this has been enlightening.
I love it. I love this. I love this energy.
This for a first interview, bro. You did it great, bro.
Thank you, bro.
You run this like a pro, man. I'm so
I love having
proud of you, man. This is awesome, man. This
Bobby the Great, Big Bobby the Great.